Are you thinking about moving to Cincinnati and you're looking for quiet luxury? Well, Coldstream could be one of the best neighborhoods in Cincinnati that you've never heard of. This video is a part of my ongoing series where we talk about different neighborhoods in Cincinnati and give you an in-depth breakdown where we cover not only the location, but also the schools, property taxes, vicinity to highways, shopping, dining, and everything you need to know before you make a big move. Real quick, before we get started, I get calls from people just like you every single day. So whether you're ready to make a move in 7 days, 70 days, or even 7 months, I'd love to help you out. My contact information is on the screen, or you can also check the link in the description, and I'd love to answer any questions you may have. So where is Coldstream? Well, Coldstream's kind of not its own neighborhood, kind of is. So it's really located in the Anderson Township area on the east side of Cincinnati. It's a part of the greater Anderson area, so you also have areas like Turpin Hills and Forest Hills as well, which are also school systems there. It's a really small residential area and it's heavily wooded with a lot of rolling hills as well. You have Coldstream Country Club right in the middle of it, and there's a few neighborhoods scattered around the outside of that. You really have two main roads in Coldstream that kind of connect you to all there is in Coldstream. And those two roads are Asbury Road and Hopper Road, but you could really even throw in Ayers Road as well. It kind of connects you to another sub or community of homes back there as well. To get an overall feel of really where Coldstream is, I'll pop up a map on the screen, and as you can see, the main outline of Coldstream is determined by 8 Mile Road, I-275, and the Ohio River. So you can see there it nestles up right against the Ohio River. This is a great location because you get that private residential feel, but you're still only 15 minutes from downtown Cincinnati to go catch a Reds game. You're only 15 minutes from Turpin Hills High School, and you're 10 minutes from Forest Hills School District, and as well as less than 10 minutes away from a hospital like Mercy Health. Coldstream is super unique to Cincinnati because it's a very small area that can really feel kind of secluded, and it's really anchored by Coldstream Country Club that's right in the heart. And so there's a real sense of community among the homeowners there, and pride of ownership is a big thing. All the homes there are very well maintained, and most of them are relatively newer, especially compared to a lot of the homes you'll see in Cincinnati. Most of them were built kind of in the 1980s and sooner, whereas a lot of other areas in Cincinnati, you can find homes that were built in the early 1900s and even in some cases in the 1880s. If you're looking for a home here, you can expect very big lots, mature trees, and most of the homes here have been custom built. You can also expect well-maintained yards and streets and very low traffic as well. A lot of the homes are on streets that are on cul-de-sacs, so there's very minimal traffic, and it can be great if you have kids who maybe want to ride their bike out there. Again, there's a big sense of community, so you're sure to know some other people who also have friends who maybe they all want to ride their bikes together and go hang out or take a swim at the pool at the country club. Most of the homes here are on large lots, and many of them are custom built and relatively newer, and so with that does come a larger price tag than you might see in some of the other areas of the city. Now keep in mind, again, this is a very small area that's really not even technically a neighborhood. It's like more like a small piece of Anderson Township. So there's not a lot of homes here that ever pop up on the market. Last year alone, from last year until today, July 2nd, only 25 homes sold in Coldstream. So if you're looking for this area, be ready to act quick, especially if you see one on the market that you're interested in, as it's probably not likely to last very long. So out of those 25 homes in the last year, 2 of those are actually active now, and 3 are currently pending. So really that means only 20 sold in the last year, and I want to break that down a little further so you have an idea of a price range. So the median sold price for the last year of homes in Coldstream was $824,000, and the max sold price was $1.7 million. Now, keep in mind there's actually currently a pending home for $4 million. Now, that doesn't mean that it's sold or is under contract for $4 million. We won't know until it officially closes. But again, that max range can get well up into above $2-3 million. So if you're looking to buy a home here, I would say expect to spend somewhere in the range of 700 to 1.2 million. I know that's a pretty big range, but it really just depends on the exact area of the home, the size of the lot, and things like that. Many of these homes actually back up to the golf course or wooded areas, so again, you still have that private, secluded feel. You can expect high-end finishes in all of these homes, as well as 3-car garages, or even bigger in some cases. As far as HOA fees go, it really does depend on the subdivision. I know I saw one where the HOA fee was just $1,000 for the entire year. Of course, that doesn't mean that that's going to be the case for all the subdivisions. Some of them might do monthly, others might be yearly, like that one. So it really does vary and depend on which subdivision you're looking in. Now, I already mentioned the location as being amazing for Coldstream, and part of that is the country club there. Now, not everyone that lives in Coldstream is a member at the country club, and I don't want to touch on the country club too much just because, for one, it is very private. There's not a lot of public information out there. You can find some stuff on some Reddit threads, but I believe a lot of that is people just kind of guessing. If that's something you're interested in, I would recommend contacting Coldstream Country Club directly. So I don't want to mention that as one of the amenities too much, but I did want to mention things like Anderson Town Center. So you're about 5 minutes away from Anderson Town Center, depending on where you're at in Coldstream, but that's really not going to vary too much. Less than 10 minutes away from Anderson Town Center. And Anderson Town Center has pretty much everything you can need. You've got a Kroger there, you have a Macy's there, you have all kinds of fast food. There's Moe's, Carrabba's, you've got all kinds of shopping that you could need. Really, it's a community hub of everything you could need. You're also just minutes away from Beechmont Avenue and I-275, so you can really get to anywhere you need in Cincinnati, and even I-275 can take you into northern Kentucky, so you can get anywhere in northern Kentucky as well. Alright, so now let's talk about schools. I did mention earlier how you're pretty close to the schools there, at most 15 minutes away from the high schools, but I did want to get into a little more of a deep dive into specific schools in this area. So Coldstream is served by Forest Hills Local School District, which is one of the more highly rated school districts in the area. According to niche.com, it's ranked as the 8th best school district in Cincinnati, and they received an A+ in academics and teacher ratings. Now the exact school you'll go to will depend on obviously choice, if you want public or private, but also zoning. So for high schools, you will either attend Anderson High School or Turpin Hills High School. If you do choose the private school route, you are close to a couple of the top rated private schools in Cincinnati. You have Cincinnati Country Day and then also Summit Country Day as well. You are less than 20 minutes away from both of those schools. So who is Coldstream for? Well, if you want luxury, but also you value privacy, this would be a good area to check out. If you value top rated schools, or you want a family friendly environment, Coldstream definitely checks that box. And don't forget, just because it is nestled in the trees and rolling hills, you're still 15 minutes away from downtown Cincinnati, and you're even 5 minutes away from Riverbend Music Center, where a lot of big name artists come to play. Just in the next couple months, you have people like Luke Bryan, Thomas Rhett, Blink 182, Lil Wayne is even performing there. So there's a lot to do there while still being nestled in privacy. If you're someone who's looking for an area where you can walk to a lot of restaurants and shops or bars, this may not be an area that I would choose. There's definitely certain areas in Cincinnati that are great for that. I would not consider this as one of those. If you're coming from out of town, this is definitely an area that would get overlooked. I feel like not a lot of out of town buyers know about this. Again, Coldstream's not technically registered as a neighborhood. It's more of a sub neighborhood, I guess you could say, in Anderson Township. So I highly recommend checking this area out if you feel like it checks some of the boxes that you're looking for. If you need more information on this, I would love to help you out and answer any questions you may have, or even show you around the area. If you are coming from out of town and you just want maybe a video of the Anderson Town Center or just different things in the area, I'd love to get that over for you. My contact information is on the screen, or you can check out the link in the description. And again, whether you're looking to make a move in 7 days, 7 weeks, or 7 months, I'd love to help you out. If you're looking for more information about different neighborhoods in different areas in Cincinnati, that's what this channel is all about. So I highly recommend subscribing and turning on the notification bell if that's what you're interested in, and leave a comment below if there's a neighborhood that you would like for me to cover. Thank you.